It's impossible to call yourself a gamer and not own a PS4 this gen. You know, I never understood this whole I'm gonna relegate all gamers to one console thing, but since you seem to like this idea, I have a few more for you. You can't actually call yourself religious unless you study at a Baptist church. You're not actually straight unless you've been with someone with brown hair. A lot of people don't know that one. Oh, and you aren't a real person if you don't listen to my opinions. Starting to sound like a bunch of dumb constructs, huh? Scorpio will run 4K 60fps with Ultra Blu-ray player and 4K capture card. PC Master Race will be shaken to the core because they will realize that you can buy a 70-inch HDR 4K TV with a Scorpio for less than a high-end gaming PC with monitor. Oh yeah? Well, I am a bit of a numbers guy. Let's see how accurate this is. The Scorpio is rumored to be around $500 when it's released. A 70-inch 4K TV ranges from $1,000 to $3,000. So on the lower side, you're challenging a $1,500 PC, and on the high end, a $3,500 PC. Do you know what kind of setup you can obtain with $3,500? Well, no, obviously you don't, because if you did, you wouldn't have said that. Optical drives are obsolete, Gramps. Stick with consoles before you hurt yourself. Yeah, you stupid old dude. Who uses CDs anymore? That's old media. On consoles, we just pop in the disc and play, because our consoles have Blu-ray players, which is somehow different. Shut up, I'm right. Developer here. I don't condone the free giveaway of Jalopy, but pirate's gonna pirate, so I'll just ask, please. If you're running a pirated copy of the game, stop reporting issues to me. It's not helpful. It's just duplicating work that's already fixed in the supported version of the game, and it's slowing development down significantly. I know some of you reporters all and I sympathize that you're trying to be helpful, but please, if you've gotta pirate the game, just keep bug reports, suggestions out of the dev forums, Tumblr, email. Thanks. That's actually some really interesting insight. I never thought about that before. I do think that if you pirate a video game, it should play more like a buggy demo. I never would have imagined people actually try to get their pirated copies patched by developers. Shut the up. Xbox One are $163 on Amazon. I bet you PC be like, let's buy Big As house. Can't afford it. I bet you PC try to eat $1,000 food because it's the best and go bankrupt. Hashtag roasted. I know I'm getting more serious here, but I never got the misconception that PC gamers are rich. Console gamers spend more money on their console platforms than PC gamers do on theirs, at least on average. See, the console versions of AAA games are $60 and don't sell as well as the same titles on PC. You guys also have $60 to pay a year online. Plus, if I upgrade my graphics card and spend $100, I'm good for another couple years, whereas a new console seems to be coming out every couple years, and they're around $500. If anything, you console gamers are spending too much money. Yeah, my computer costs a lot more than your console does, but that's because I was able to save up. I don't spend as much as you do. Let's just agree that controllers are the best input for FPS games. I wish more PC gamers would accept this unshakable fact. You know, I really wish people would just admit the world is flat. I know they say that people have been to space and all, but that's just a ploy. I wish more scientists would accept this unshakable fact. Wait, what? No, I'm not gonna look this up. Cuz I don't want to be proven wrong, idiot. Fun fact. Aim Assist is just a tool for new console players because console controllers take more skill than PCs, keyboard, and mouse. Holy crap, okay. I've done this before. Aim Assist is a must on controllers when comparing them to a keyboard and mouse. The only way in GTA that I can actually compete with someone when they're using a mouse and I'm using a controller is if I have auto aim on. And I played on console all my life. The reason is not that I'm bad, it's simply that they're going to be faster, more precise, more accurate. It's simple logic. For the love of God, even when I do have auto aim on, I die 70% more. Just go play an online shooter. You use a gamepad and have your friend use a mouse, then switch. It will not take you long to figure out what's happening there. PC is complete BS. I don't play games because of graphics. Now PC just dies while PS4 gains more people in the fray. And there are more PS4 Twitch streamers than PC streamers. Get wrecked, you PC Master Race mate. Actually, there have always been more PC streamers. With more games on PC, you expect a lot more people wanting to stream said games. Worldwide, there are more PC gamers than console gamers. Just China alone has more PC gamers in it than console gamers in America. But even if you were correct, it wouldn't mean anything. People can play whatever the hell platform they want to. None of them have to die. Nobody needs to be upset because one platform does better than another. Just enjoy yourself. Lol, this was a cute/funny article, but I don't get why you'd be embarrassed. That's how it is with me in public, lol. But I take pride in my ability to select tech of superior quality. I too have used Macs since they came out in 1984 up until now. Tech of superior quality. I'm just gonna let that sit. I have a 120Hz monitor. How can I unlock the frame rate so I can play this game at 120 FPS? Well, I'm not sounding rude or anything, but the human brain cannot perceive 120 FPS because it cannot perceive the difference beyond 60 FPS. So it will be the same for you than play at 60 FPS anyway. But in the topic, no, it's not possible. Ugh, my god. Shut up. I'm not trying to be rude, but your brain is limited and your efforts are futile. I'm just another schmuck on the internet who pretends to know. By the way, the developers locked their way, so no. Deal with it! I keep hearing people say that PC components are too expensive, and I always try to show them otherwise. But when companies pull this kind of bullshit, it's a GTX 950 for... Then play on your PC and shut the up, because the fact remains that PC gamers have inferiority complexes, and they spend more time telling people about their rigs than playing actual games. You guys are worse than fake gearheads. You talk and talk, but you have very little actual knowledge and next to no expertise on the things you talk about. Building a PC, which, simple today, you should have tried it 25 years ago. It's not the same as understanding the technical issues with building a 4K console, and it doesn't matter if you own some 4K graphical card. You don't know anything about the science behind what allows the console to be optimized and produce a 4K image at 60 FPS. You can only speak on the subject anecdotally. Do you understand the difference between real expertise and anecdotal knowledge? People like this really annoy me. I had a guy in my comments section have the audacity to say to me, PC gamers like you pretend to know what they're talking about. You trick and lie to people about hardware you've never seen in your life. And I'm sitting there speechless, of course, cause, I don't know, I build computers for a living. Yeah, fine. There are things we don't know, but these companies present spec sheets with not only information about the physical hardware, but the inner workings as well. It's all researchable. It's fine if you don't know, you don't pretend to, but some of us really do understand and want others to as well. That's how you make the best decisions. You research. I don't think I agree. Why? Dude, you don't get it. Consoles are way better, trust me. I asked a question. Okay, here's the answer. Consoles have better graphics for less frame rate and they're cheaper. Remember how I got better frame rate at the highest settings in BF1 with my budget build? Lies, lies, lies. Your games look horrible. What? Even the Wii U has better graphics. Also, the PS4 Pro has a GPU that does better than 2 Titan X's. Also, with PS Plus, you get free games every month. Don't you need to keep paying for the Plus to play those free games? PS Plus is not a subscription, it's a donation to Sony. Also, since when you guys had a dedicated store for playing games other than Steam? Lol, thanks for the Fanticonsumer quotes. Oh man, that's meta. Okay, if you guys have a friend like this, please be patient with them. Believe it or not, I was once the guy that this rational individual in green was talking to. It took me a while to come around, but eventually I did. On to the quote itself though. If I owned a store, and you walked in and purchased some goodies, and I came up to you and said, hey sir, you have to pay $60 a year in order to be here, would that be a donation? If I operated a website and told you in order to sign up to this website you need to give me $60 a year, is that a donation? See, donation is money that you typically give expecting nothing in return. A subscription is the exchange of money for a service. A service like tearing down a pointless paywall to play games with your friends. But don't take my word for it. What does Sony think? What is PlayStation Plus? PlayStation Plus is a subscription service that allows you to access certain features on your PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, and PS Vita. If you like to play FPSs, buy a console. PS4 Pro for the best experience. By the way, don't wait for Scorpio as it's next-gen Xbox, so just upgrade to PS5. If you like to play RTS and such, buy a PC. I understand this comes down to preference, but I've just never understood this. I had a coworker when I worked at Walmart tell me that he played competitive online shooters on Xbox because Xbox has the most competitive community. He then played action RPGs and other AAAs on the PS4 because that console made them look better. And then he played indies on the PC. And this guy had a dual 970 build. The priorities were just so messed up here. Then again, I just want my high frame rate and settings tweakability, so maybe I'm in the wrong here. I can't understand why people care so much about 60 to 120 FPS when it's only possible for the human eye to actually see 26. Oh my god, I'm so done with these. Look at that idiot's profile picture. He's probably one of those mega nerds we see in school. I feel like slapping the out of Nintendo at my school. They need to understand when I bring my PS4 Pro to school that I'm the big man there. I will be playing my Horizon Zero Dawn while they play Mario 200 and Zelda 50 on 360p. Who the buys a console for one game? Well, I did, but Sony has tons and tons of highly rated and mega titles. Be honest with yourself, kid. Nintendo games don't have nowhere near the budget Sony pays to make those first-party titles. You probably like to Princess Peach in the or whatever that is on that dude's profile pic. I'll be Aloy in the meantime. She hot. So, reading this comment did something strange to me. You know when you can hear a voice and put a face to it? That's kind of what happened here, which is a little weird because I was the voice that read it, but this is the face I got in my head. I just have such a weird feeling. I've used the Galaxy S6 for the past 2 years. Tried the S7 for 2 weeks but brought it back to the store. Now I have the iPhone 7 and I think it's the best choice. It's such a powerful beast with a great camera, also in low light situations. Screen resolution is pretty much enough for its size. Xperia Compact Series also has a 720p display on about the same size, and iPhone is still a little better than 720p. In fact, it's the best LCD display on the market. It's like comparing Samsung TV to LG. Bruh, your Pixels isn't even half as fast as the iPhone 7 and also lacks good RAM management. What? Yeah, I'm telling you what, if you don't have good RAM management, your phone's pretty much useless. 970s and 1060s? That's like playing the first PlayStation. When you're ready to be a real gamer, step your game up and get a Titan X. No need to check benchmarks over here. You know, some people get really mad at me when I read those PC elitist quotes. How dare you debunk PC gamers, you traitor? I simply don't have a bias. If you like consoles, that's fine, and PC gaming is superior. Deviate from the facts and I'll say something. But Barry, this guy wasn't wrong. Perhaps not, but fanboys and prickly and belittlement are all part of anti-consumerism. Oh, and by the way, Mr. Prick, unless you have 2 Titans, you're not a real gamer. Oh, and you have to have a PS4. Almost forgot about that one. Before we go, I want to introduce you to someone. This guy is the biggest tool I've ever encountered online, and we've run into some doozies. Just enjoy.
I'm just going to I am not a friend of esports. Okay.
Why are you so against? I just don't understand.
Well, it's the same with professional wrestling. It's for booger eaters. I don't have a problem with you watching some pro wrestling, but when people take it so seriously, here's all you need to know about pro wrestling. It is scripted television for young boys. That's what it is.
This isn't scripted.
No, that's why I don't like wrestling. This is it's video games. It shouldn't be on a sports network. It's video games. It is, by the way, it's not scripted, but to a large degree, there's limitations on what you can do based on the programming, right?
Oh, there's probably like codes to unlock cool new stuff too.
Oh, God.
What would you prefer these kids do, though?
Let me ask you. I don't know, go outside?
But maybe some of them really enjoy being in front of a computer and they think that
How about nature? How about enjoying planet Earth and being part of a community of people who talk to each other?
They do talk in their headsets.
Oh, God, it's a
great way to connect.